Welcome to your Monday Mood for the week of July 13th through July 19th. Mystic Moon tickets are available now. Come hang out, grab those. Love you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so we have a new moon this week. That's the biggest thing that's happening. A new moon in Cancer. So Cancer is the astrological sign that is ruled by the moon. So this new moon is in its sign that it loves to be in. It is at home. And so this is a powerful new moon. All new moons give us an opportunity for new beginnings, to be introspective about what we really need and what it is that we're really trying to kind of like cultivate within ourselves that we can also see out in the world. But this new moon in particular, because it is a Cancer new moon, is definitely asking us to get really clear on our needs. Just simple needs. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So it's about like taking care of. We need food, we need shelter, we need clothes, we need connection, the basics. And so if there's something that you've been working towards or something that you want to expand upon, just get down to the real kind of core of what is that? What is that thing that you are asking for or working towards? And all of this, as we know, is in tandem with spirit, God. Okay, we don't have to mince the words. It's not that much of a rocket science thing. We are all of God. We are all light beings. We are of the light. And when we are asking for things, when we are conversing with God and saying like, hey, can you please, help me bring this into my life? Or I'm trying to be, healed from this, or move on from this, or manifest this. Like, we are connecting with that bigger energy, the mother, right? The creator, the father, like all the things. And so when we get into the weeds of what that is, that's when, it's just unnecessary, in my opinion. So with this moon, this very nurturing, loving, supportive, caring energy, how are we caring for ourselves? How are we stepping into that space of, okay, I'm needing a break, I'm needing a rest, or I need to give myself a little bit of a pep talk, get me back in the game, or I need to be really loving to myself, and maybe I need to go and get a massage, or maybe I need to just rest and not do anything. And that is kind of the energy of this new moon that can help us feel more supported, right? The Cancer energy is the fourth house in the wheel, and the fourth house is the house of stability, where we feel safe, where we feel at home, where we feel grounded. And so this week, especially with this new moon on Tuesday, is giving us an opportunity to really like ground into the energy that makes us feel that way. And it's whatever that is for you. And that is why, like for me, and that's kind of why I'm going back to this concept that I just mentioned, however you need to be loved by spirit is how you need to be loved by spirit. It does not need to be a competition. It does not need to be a like, lack of a better word, dick measuring contest. Like, this and it. Like, that is so beyond helpful to the goal of us living in our highest truth and our highest timeline with our highest self. And that is what we're doing here, okay? However you arrive at that conclusion is yours. And that's how you're mothering yourself. Or maybe reparenting yourself is a way to look at this Cancer energy as well. We all were reared in a certain way. And as we become adults, we have the responsibility to rear ourselves, to unlearn things and relearn things and reinforce things and release things. And so this new moon gives us that opportunity to kind of say, what really makes me feel comforted, loved, supported, and nurturing that, whatever it is, and understanding that that is very specific to the individual. And that is exactly how it should be. Because remember, we're still in all this Aries energy, which is why you're seeing so much of this individualistic, kind of like dogmatic energy. And we have to ground that. Everyone is different, and everybody's ability to connect to themselves and to something larger than themselves is different. And we have to remember that. And we have to make space for that in a way that is loving and caring and understanding and not divisive and not this like anger that can come with Aries, right? This passion's great, but it can really err on the side of anger and intensity too. So bringing that back to center and saying like, hey, let's use this Cancer energy, the softness, to remember that healing is something that is specific to the self, and we have to go internal and figure out what that looks like within our heart space, and then we can come back out into the world and do whatever we need to do to keep things going, right, in the way that we want them to. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot for the week with this new moon. That was a little bit of a tangent, but obviously it's been on my heart. The other thing that I'd like to share too is I don't know everything. I also go to my friends and have my feelings and express those, and like I'm trying, that's my point. I'm trying every day, and I don't have all the answers at all, but I hope that by kind of connecting with my videos, if you do that, I appreciate it so much. I am so grateful. I am so thankful. It matters so much to me that like my insight is something that people like listen to and maybe get something for themselves. And I always hope that you filter it through your own intuition, your own knowing, your own inner knowing, and that you feel more connected to that through anything that I share. Like that is my goal, not to be some end all be all person, because that ain't it, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But I would like you to come join us at Mystic Moon, feel the vibes there. So let's see what this energy is for the week of July 13th through the 19th. What are we in? Okay, Seven of Cups reversed. So this is so interesting. Cups, water, Cancer, moon, intuitive energy. It's reversed though. So sevens are about the personal self, and I was talking all about that, yammering on about the self. So this week, we get to decide what is real and worth nurturing and loving and like upholding and giving to, and what we don't want to do that to, right? Seven of Cups is saying, I'm making a decision, especially reverse. If it was upright, there's more confusion. Like you see here, he's like, what do I choose? What do I choose? Reverse Seven of Cups is like a little bit more decisive. This is real. I can make it real because it feels real. I believe it for myself. I feel connected to it. It resonates with me. So this is anything in your life. If something resonates with you, if it just feels right in your body, right? The moon represents the soul, but it also is the body, like how energy kind of like moves through our body. That's why the moon is so effective of us with the water, right? It pulls us because our body is made up of 70% plus water. So we get affected by the moon. And so this week, how is your body kind of helping you choose what you need to kind of ask more of and to nurture and cultivate and to like love? What's on top? Very interesting. The Two of Pentacles. So there's a rebalancing of the energy this week with this new moon. You're starting a new beginning and saying, I no longer want to prioritize fill in the blank because I have chosen that this thing or these things or this person or this situation makes me feel the most cared for, nurtured, stable, and loved. And I no longer want to feel overwhelmed by trying to split my energy, split my feelings in all these places that are just exhausting me or that are not for me anymore, whatever that looks like. So this week with the new moon is allowing us to reprioritize what we really care about, what we really believe for ourselves to be helpful, to be nurturing, to be healing, to be loving, and so that we can feel more balance in our everyday lives so that we're not so thrown off by that moon changing, because it changes every 2.5 days. we're able to stay grounded in ourselves and our truth and have love to give to the people around us and to be accepting and loving of others that may have their own worlds going on, right? So that is your Monday mood. Thank you so much for hanging with me. It is so very appreciative. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. It makes me emotional. I will cry literally right now. Okay, until next time. Bye.